Hello, grade 9. Welcome back to another lesson with me. Today we are working on the General Education Certificate, which is called GEC Mathematics question paper for grade 9. Guys, I would like you to use this question paper to prepare for your November 2025 examination. Um, to those schools who are writing GEC. Okay, before wasting any more time, let's just quickly get started with our lesson for today. Okay, let me quickly go to remember this question is consisting of all chapters we have done. You guys have done from the beginning of the year until the end of the year. Guys, let's quickly start with section A. Section A, question number 1. Which number is undefined? What is an undefined number? An undefined number is any number that is divisible by 0. Any number divisible by what? By 0 is undefined. Any number, like for an example, 2 over 0. Any number 100 over what? Over 0. Minus 10 over what? Over 0. Any number divisible by 0 is what? Is undefined. Or let's just check options given here. So the answer is gonna be what? The answer is gonna be D. Okay, guys, let's proceed to number 2. Okay, given 125, 200, and 510, what is the highest common factor? I'm sure by now you know how to get a highest common factor. We can simply use our T diagram, or we can use the multiples. But guys, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the T diagram. Let's quickly use that method to find our highest common factor. Guys, I have 125. I'm going to use our T diagram. And then I'll also have 200. I also have 500 and 510. You know, guys, when we deal with the T diagram, we're going to use our prime factors. What are prime factors? Prime factors are any number that has two factors. It's only one and itself. Those what are prime factors, okay? And then 3, 5. There are no other that goes to that number except one and itself. Those are what are prime factors. They are what we call them what? We call them prime. We call them prime factors. And then 7, we have 11, we have 13, we have 17, we have 19, we have 23, and then 25, no, 27, no, and then we have 29 years, etc., etc., etc. So we're gonna start with 125. 2 doesn't go to 125. Let's check 3 if 3 goes to 125. Let's check that. Where is my calculator? 125 by 3. No, we have 5. How many times 25? 5 goes 20. 5 goes 25, and then from 25 we have another 5, 5 and 5. It's gonna be 5 times 5 times what? Times what about 200? 2 does go to 200. When I start with 2, this one, because 2 is gonna go 100 times. 200 times, yes, 2 still goes to 100. It's 2, we have 50, and then 2 again, we have 25 and 2, and then now we have 5, 5 and what? And 5, and then 510 divided by 2. it's gonna give me 255. 2 has 255. And then from there, let's check 3. At 3, it has 85. 85 and 3. Let's check 3 again. No, 3 does not go to 85. Now let's check 5. 17. And then 17 and what? And 17 and 5. Okay. For 425, 5 times 5 times 5, and then for 200, I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 5, and then I have 510. For 510, I have 2 times 3 times 5 times 17. And then when we look for the highest common factor, that number must be in 125 prime factors, must be in 200 prime factors, and must be in 510 prime factor. Guys, we have it. There it is. It's 5. There it is. It's only what? It's only 5. Meaning that our highest common factor is what? It is 5. And the option is what? And the option is B. Okay, let's proceed. Let's proceed to number 3. What is the lowest common multiple of 75, 450, and 1800? We're going to use the same method, guys. The tree diagram to get the factor. I'm sure you already know how to get highest common factor, so I'll quickly use my head to do that in order for us to save time. So it's 75. It's gonna be 3 times 5 times 5, and then for 450, it's gonna be 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5, and then for 1800, it's gonna be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times what? Times 5. And we already know that for LCM, we take if the number is in 75, 450, and 180, we take one of it, and then the remainder ones, and then we multiply the remainder ones. Okay, therefore our LCM is gonna be, let me change the color so that you can clearly see, guys. So we have 3. There it is, 3. We have 3, yes, times. And then 5, we have 2 5, 5 is here, and then 5 is here, and 5 is here. We have 2 5s, we have 2 what? We have 2 5s. And then let me crush this one, and this one, this one, and this one, this one, and this one. And then also I'll crush this 3, I'll crush this 3, I'll crush this 3. And then the remaining ones are 2. I'll multiply by 2, I'll multiply by 2, I'll multiply by 2. And let me crush those ones that I've multiplied with, I'll multiply with another. And then we have 3 2s, and then 2 3 2, and then we have the last one is another 3. And then that's it. And then our LCM, you're going to multiply everything. Our LCM is going to be 1800. And then the answer option is what? The answer is option A. Okay. What is the relationship of average speed to time in the table? Number one, rate. Number two, ratio. Number C, indirect proportion. Number D, direct proportion. The answer is indirect proportion. Guys, why? The answer, as time decreases, check. You see, the time is what? The time is what? The time is decreasing. With the product of time and speed remaining constant. However, as the time decreases, the speed what is increase. The speed increases. That's the reason why we have what we have indirect proportion, because as time decreases, the average speed what increases. So let's quickly move to number 5. Number 5. Tuto run 6 kilometers in 24 minutes. How long will it take him to run 10k kilometer at a constant speed? So what are we going to do? We're going to look for a speed first. And then how long we are looking for what? For time. So let's look for what? For a speed first. So for speed, it's gonna be, we know a formula. Speed is what? It's distance over what? Over time. Speed is gonna be Tuso runs speed is 6 kilometer. 6 kilometer over in what? In 24 minutes. Over 24. So the speed is gonna be 0.25 kilometer per what? Kilometer per hour. Now we've managed to get the speed. Now we are looking for a what? For a time. So time is gonna be time is distance over what? Time is distance over speed. So t is gonna be how long will it take him to run 10 kilometers? It's gonna be 10 divided by 0.25. And the answer for time is gonna be 40 minutes. And then when we convert this 40 minutes to hours, it's gonna give me 2 over 3 hours. It's gonna give me 2 over 3 what hour. So you can simply convert when you convert like minutes to hour, you just divide it by 60, because we know that in an hour we have what? We have 60 minutes. This is simply what? This is simply 40 over what? Over 60. And it's gonna give me what? It's gonna give me 2 over 3 what? Hour. And then answer is what? Our answer is C. Okay. Let's proceed to number 6. Divolelo bought shares for 5,300 at the beginning of March 2006. He sold shares at the end of February 2023 and received 11,291.45. What was the compound interest rate per annum? Guys, now we're using what? We're using a compound interest formula, which is A equals to P 1 plus I to the exponent of n. Guys, grade 9, listen attentively to this one. A at all times. A is the bigger amount, because this is the money that we receive after some years. And then P is the small amount, because this is the initial amount that we have invested. We can either have bought something, purchased something, invested, loaned, whatsoever. Okay? Just know that A is the bigger amount and then P is the smaller amount. Let's quickly substitute and get our answer. It's going to be 11,291. It's going to be 5,300. 1 plus our I is, yes, we're looking for an I. And then And then N is 17 years. From March 2006 to it's gonna be 2023 minus 2006 is gonna give me 17 years, and then I'm gonna put 17 here. All right, and then after that, you're going to divide both side by 5,300 here, left, 45 here, by 5,300, and then this one will cancel with this one. It's gonna be 11,291,45 divided by 5,300 equals to 1 plus I to the exponent of 7 to the exponent of 17. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to square both sides by what? By 7, by root of 17, in order to get rid of this 17. Now square both sides. We'll square both sides by root of 17, and then root of 17 and exponent of 17 will cancel. I'll be left with 1 plus I, and then this side is going to be root of 17, 11,291,45 divided by 5,300. And then I will take this one to the other side. It's going to be 17, 11,291,45 over 5,300 minus 1 equals to I. And then in order for me to get I will multiply by what? By 100, and then I will get 4.5%. It's gonna be what? It's gonna be I. Where is 4.5%? Number what? Number A. Okay, guys, let's proceed to number 7. Which of the following expression is an example of commutative property? And guys, a commutative property simply means that changing the order of vectors does not change the product. Changing the order of vector does not change the product. So our answer is gonna be what? Is gonna be C. Changing the order of vector, you can see. So changing the order of vectors does not change the product. By changing the order of vector, you can simply see that it won't change the product. Okay, let's move to number 8. What is the additive inverse and the multiplicative inverse of 1 over 5?